everyone. My name is Rick Epps, and I'm your professor for this Introduction to Political Science class called Political Science 100. First of all, I want to welcome you to class. I want to tell you that I'm happy to have all of you here. Um, and welcome to the summer session. This is a really great time to knock out some classes. You get 6 weeks. It is a very fast 6 weeks, so please remember that. So if you need to make sure you stay on top of stuff, please do. Uh, my class is a class where I believe in quality of work versus quantity. So I try to make sure that the amount of work I assign over the summer session is reasonable. So please be aware of that. So do stay on top of it. And to begin with, the most important thing is the orientation module. The orientation module is the most fundamentally important thing that we have for the class because since this class is online, which means that our relationship is virtual. Hopefully, I'll see you someday in person, but this is the way we will interact. So, for my office hours and all the various things you need me for, everything is will be in here. The lectures for the class, all the things you need for the class are built in here, including the textbook. The textbook is free. It's what we call a zero cost textbook. So you don't have to pay for the textbook or anything at all for this class. So that's good for you. And it's good for the college because we try to help our students be able to afford to go to college reasonably. Um, so today, what I want to do again is just welcome you, tell you that the idea behind this class is really one of trying to give you get your feet wet with understanding political science, and perhaps consider being one of the majors. It's a really interesting major. I didn't start off as a political science major, but by the time I left UCLA for my undergrad, I was fully entrenched. And it has been nothing but rewarding because I learned that everything about your world is political, from the clothes you wear to what you think, how you perceive the world around you is all based on politics. And the idea behind that is this class is what exposes you to all the various aspects. So when you look at it, you might go, well, what is political science and why is it important to me? Well, that's what we're going to look at through this class. Again, I want to tell you first off that it is important, though, that you focus explicitly on the orientation module. It is where everything that you need for the class is. It's a resource tool. Everything that you need is built in there. And so when you need to go back and find information, it is fundamentally important that you access and utilize the modules, which I'll take you through in my next video. But the class itself is really about exposing you to all the various aspects of political science. So we start off talking about power, and you'll learn about why power is so prolific in your life from everything you do, because power is the ability to influence. And then you may say, well, what does that mean? Well, I'll talk to you about that when we get to chapter one. But it is really one of the most important foundations of everything that happens in life is built around the concept of power and how power is used and also abused by the people who are leaders in society. So we'll look at that and why those things happen. We'll also look at political philosophy, so you get a chance to understand. So if what someone said 2,000 years ago, some political theorist, whether it's Aristotle, whether it's Plato, whether it's Machiavelli or John Locke or any of the individuals we'll talk about, is there anything we can pull from what they said 2,500 or 100 years ago, is it relevant today? And what does it say about us as human beings that makes it so important? And that's the thing I think is really key is the things we can draw on from history that connect to how we are today that can help us decide where we're going in the future. Uh, we'll also look at political ideologies like democracy and conservatism and all the other isms that go with that. So we'll take a look there so you'll understand what they all mean and what sometimes they don't mean, because a lot of people don't really understand what it means to be a liberal or a conservative or any other or a Marxist or any other any other entity, a socialist, for example. So you'll learn about some of these things, and I'm going to dispel some of the myths, lies, and rumors that go along with it. Because remember, power is the ability to influence. So recognizing that means that they can make you not like some of these other isms, then they can sway your decision-making ability. Um, Again, we'll learn about not only democracies but also non-democracies. We'll learn about systems of, like for example, fascism And we'll learn about systems of communism, for example, and totalitarianism, where you have real tight control of the people, like in North Korea, for example. Um, we'll learn about the various structures of government. We'll learn about the economics, how economics ties into all this. So you'll get a nice wide range of information about all the various aspects of what makes the world what it is from the political perspective. But remember, politics is not just about government, it's about the people. And I think that's what makes this class great because it's a great introduction to see, for you to understand the bigger picture of what political science is. And I think that's what we'll get to in this class, in this 6 week session. So I look forward to seeing you all next week. Again, this class is asynchronous online, which means you work at your own pace. Now, I will tell you, one of the toughest things students struggle with is that because when you have the ability to do things whenever you want, people tend to procrastinate. I was that way too, by the way. But we didn't have all this technology back in my day. Uh, but this gives you the chance to be able to learn and explore, but you have to be disciplined and stay on top of things. So please do your part, and I will do my best to help you. If you have any issues, the most important thing for me to you is to communicate. You have to communicate with me so I can be able to help you. Uh, so don't wait to the last minute because I don't really respond well to people who wait till the last minute. If something is going on with you, let me know as soon as you can so I can help. That's the most important thing. Okay? All right. So I will look forward to seeing you in class, and you guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Take care.